test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead, coming right up after this. So with Wade on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Sam Merrill out there with Harden. And it's Tyson in at the small forward. Now, here is Harden. Now, Merrill. Pass to Tyson. Just 5 to shoot. Now, Mobley. The 3. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Now here's Harden. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. We discussed Evan Mobley and how we wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Pass to Goose. Here's Saraf. From down in the low post, it goes. Saraf's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Harden gets the bucket.
There's that unlimited range that James Harden and maybe a couple other guys on the planet can shoot from. He just shoots the deep ball with such confidence.
There's Big Daddy. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Count the basket. Saraf's got 6.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Harden outside. With a step back. Unable to get that one. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Goose. Here's the screen. There's the triple from the arc. Red hot, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. To the paint. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by Harden. GA, if you're a team that's serious about playoff seeding, you're viewing this as the home stretch, aren't you?
Yeah, you don't want to wait until the very end of the year to make your move. This is when you stop experimenting. Just go with the things that you know you do well.
And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Harden outside. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Home team on D.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for your home team, number 8, Ramos.
Here's Allen. He has yet to score. Now, here is Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Merrill can't hit. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Saroff. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen. Harden outside. Now Allen. Mitchell outside. Trains the three-pointer.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Pass to Jay. Now Cleveland moving it up. A shot by Harden, wide open. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. From deep three-point territory, they get it back. Here's Ramos. And just miss after miss right now. Cleveland leading by 5. Mitchell kicks to Harden. Mitchell sets the screen for Harden. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside, picked his pocket. Merrill with the ball. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Harden looking it over. Mitchell outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cleveland ahead, up 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Cleveland?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
So with Ellis sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Mitchell and Struz, they're the guard. Then there's Wade. And it's Tyson in at the 3 slot.
First team foul. At the line for 1, number 49.
1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. For 3, Mitchell. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for
Drawing fouls is a skill, and let me tell you, if you're going to be an offensive star like Mitchell, you have to have that skill.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
And he makes all 3.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to the Cobra. Puts up a deep 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
Getting into foul trouble will really handcuff you, and they found that out last time.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, the Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of three. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Mobley. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. It's Mitchell with the tray.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Mobley. For three, Mitchell. The Cobra with the rebound.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Goose, the pass to Ramos. Here's the Cobra. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. And you look at Goose, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And another miss by Cleveland.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Red Hot.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Harden's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Stolen away. Here's Red Hot.
Oh,
yes! And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Tomlin. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Here's the closer. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The closer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Fires away from outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Harden right side. From downtown. Harden money from the arc.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Pass to Goose. Here's the closer. Puts up a deep 3. James Harden with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Goose. A three-pointer is right on target. Goose has got his second bucket of the night.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
For 3, Mitchell. Mitchell comes back with a 3 at the other end.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Here's Big Daddy. Still yet to score. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Mobley finds Harden. Back to Mobley. 1 second left. That shot no good. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
James, scoring seems to come easy for you. What's your mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Well, the kids are getting a great show tonight. Good luck in the second half.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
And now, time to glance at the power rankings midway through this regular season.
You take a look at the home team, they're in that #1 spot for a reason, playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to beat right now, guys.
Going to take a lot to knock them out that top spot. Until then, this is their league.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Cleveland leading by 5. Big Daddy is out there with Red Hot. Then it's Saraf. It's Goose, and it's the Beast, and it's the 3. And that's the group for JB Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. And here's Harden for 3. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's Ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game. Here's Big Daddy. Pass to Red Hot. Shoots over Merrill. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Here's Tyson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Saraf. He's defended by Merrill. Saraf gets the bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Harden outside, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Here's Saraf. He's got 10. Here's Goose. For the lead, he shoots again. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Tyson. Mobley outside. A three-pointer, no good.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Here's Goose, covered by Mobley. Here's Saraf. 12 points for him. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Coach Kenny Atkinson demanding that Evan Mobley stay in attack mode the entire game. And Mobley said, I have a lot of different skill sets that I can bring to the table. Being out there and challenging myself is going to sharpen them and get them where they need to be. Back over to you, Kevin.
On the rise. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Chalk up 2 there. Red Hot's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now Merrill. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Goose. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Tomlin's checked in. Pass to the Beast. Here's Saraf. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Tomlin. Here's Tyson. 5 on the clock. And they pick up 2. Tyson's got his first basket of the night.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
There's 1:54 left in the 3rd. There's the screen. It's tipped. And here's Harden. He's got 11. Pass to Tomlin. Here's Tyson. To the inside. .119 left to play in the 3rd. Shots good by the Beast. The Beast's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 107 left here in the 3rd quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Tyson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good. A different look now for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Max Strus comes in for Sam Merrill. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for James Harden. He's perfect from the line this time. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Money, covered by Mitchell. Money passes to the Monster. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. To the middle. It's picked off. Pass to Ramos. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. The Cavaliers trailing. Strus passes to Mitchell. For the tie. Back to Strus. Clock at 6. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. They lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. They've got Mitchell. He's out there with Sam Merrill. Max Strus is out there with Evan Mobley. And it's Tomlin in at the 4 spot. Here's Red Hot. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's the Monster. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now, here's Strus. Mitchell passes to Mobley. Swiped away. Here's Goose. And that one, good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Mitchell. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. Here's Mr. Moves. After Red Hot. Here's Mr. Moves. Goes back up. And that one's good. The Monster. The Monster's got 4 points this quarter.
And they continue to control the glass.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Got it from 16 feet.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
It's Strus on the wing. Good on the shot. Strus has got his first points in this one.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Goose. Pass to Jay. Here's Big Daddy. Shot clock at 6. Goose, the pass to the Beast. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Mitchell missing.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Pass to Goose. Hits it from three-point range.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Mitchell outside. And it's blocked. Here's Goose, covered by Mobley. Mobley there for the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mitchell outside. Showing up and showing off, Mitchell.
This is who Donovan Mitchell is. Getting big baskets is just a part of his DNA.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Red Hotties checked in for Jay. And Cleveland also making a change. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Mitchell. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Let's lose a 3. He drills the 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Harden. It's Harden down low.
Few guys can be as trusted as Harden when you're in these situations. He knows how to get it done.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. For 3, and there's the 3.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Great T. That forced that miss. Gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's the beast. And yeah, it's good.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning. And that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Harden plays it in off the window.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Puts up the 3. Can't get it. Gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's the beast. He's defended by Merrill. And down goes the 3.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Saroff, defended by Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Buries the deep ball. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. Now it's time to present our player of the game.
Level up lagi, walang talo-talo. Meme sa screen, lahat good vibes bro. Gamer memes, tara na sa aking YouTube channel. Laugh trip habang nanonood, that's the dream. Kung gusto mo ng fun, dito ka na sa aking YouTube channel. Gamer memes, solid like a beam.
Sa mga gamer po dyan, gusto ko lang itanong sa inyo guys, paki-like po ang video na ito, i-share at mag-iwan ng comment at mag-subscribe na rin.